what the customer's bill is. You can put a kilowatt hour into our software and it will then show you exactly how much the cost is over a period of time. So you can compare it against your meters. If you're an electrician and you want to stand out from the rest, investing in a PEL51 ultimately will help you achieve that. When you can instantly click a button and print reports out for a client and charge for that service, you get your return on your investment very quickly.
By 2035, all new cars and vans must be zero emissions. By 2050, we're supposed to have transitioned to net zero living. If you're an electrician or heating engineer, this is good news for your business. If you're an electrician or heating engineer with a Chauvin Arnoux PEL51 power and energy logger, this is great news. For the individual, the transition to greener living is likely to mean switching to electric vehicles, installing heat pumps, and adding solar panels. This will affect electrical circuits in homes and businesses, providing electricians, heating engineers, and even facilities managers the unique opportunity to help customers maximize their energy efficiency, ensure they have capacity for EV chargers and heat pumps, and prepare their properties for sustainable living. However, to do this, you first need the right equipment. Tools that will provide you with the insights and analysis necessary to give informed advice and make effective changes. That's where the Chauvin Arnoux PEL51 Power and Energy Logger comes in. To tell us about why the PEL51 is essential for delivering a greener and richer future is Elliot Ajose, Chauvin Arnoux Regional Sales and Technical Manager. So welcome, Elliot. In a previous episode with Chauvin Arnoux, we gave a general overview of what PELs are. But if anyone has missed that episode, and shame on you if you have, please could you give an overview of what PELs are and what they can be used for?
So PELs, they capture electrical data. It's that simple. Over a period of time, they capture voltage and current and use that data for the engineers or electricians to then analyse. So it's really simple, very easy. Our PEL51, as you can see here, is a great unit, single phase unit, but we'll go into more of that in detail in a minute.
So what sort of things are they, like what kind of applications would you use one for?
This one, for instance, is a single phase unit, so it's more for light commercial or residential market. So if you're an electrician and you want to see how much headroom's on a circuit, so we want to be able to capture that maximum demand to then see if there's enough headroom there for us to stick more on the circuit.
So you've mentioned the PEL51. Please could you position it amongst Chauvin Arnoux' range of PELs?
So the PEL51 is the entry level unit, so it would be more light commercial or residential. It's really the entry model.
The entry model.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, the PEL51 is designed for single phase circuits. So what does that mean in terms of its applications? Like, where can it be used?
So it can be used, like I say, in a residential home, for instance. If you want to, let's say, for instance, you're getting an over voltage issue and you want to capture that data to then be able to use it at a later date. Not only that, it can be used for pre-sizing batteries or solar on single phase circuits or even car chargers to be able to see if there's enough headroom on a circuit for us to stick a single phase car charger on.
And when you say batteries, is that to store energy from solar panels?
Exactly that. Exactly that. So we can size up batteries. We can do various different stuffs all within this unit itself.
So when used on these systems, what can the PEL51 measure, like in terms of parameters?
All it does is measure voltage and current. It uses that voltage and current to then get stuff like power factor, kilowatt hours and kVA. It also shows the reactive wasted energy part and also the part that the customer will actually be paying for. Also current, it will show you a maximum demand of current on that single phase circuit, which is really helpful if you're trying to add more to a circuit.
So helpful if you want to add like a EV charger.
Exactly, exactly that. So it's just perfect prime if you want a single phase EV charger and you're on a certain breaker, you can then stick this on, look at that data in a week's time, see what the actual capacity is, and then see if you've got enough headroom to go and stick that on.
Yeah. So I understand that the PEL51 can be programmed to record data from every minute to every hour. So please could you touch more on these data recording capabilities and the memory capacity and communication interfaces and why those benefit the user?
So I'll start off with the communication for this unit. We can attach it to a network, and it will allow you, if you're on the same network, or even not on the same network, analyze that data from a distance. You know, we can have something called an internet relay device server that enables us to connect to the unit anywhere in the world, and then actually analyze that data. It's really, really good. As far as the data memory and capacity, it does depend on what you're trying to capture. If you're logging every second, it will fill that SD card up a lot faster than if you're basically taking a summary and having it every minute, for instance, and summarizing that data. So yeah, really good little unit.
So one of the problems people often report when using PELs is information overload. So what has Chauvin Arnoux done to make data interpretation easier with the PEL51?
So we're ever evolving, you know, as far as making it easier to analyse, there is some stuff on the unit that you might not utilise, and it may well be, you know, someone might not want to use it for power factor. What we've done is we've had subsections within there that allow you to click on a certain section and actually look at what you want. If it's an over voltage issue that you're looking for, if it's a maximum demand, you click on the subsection and you can analyse what you're looking for. So it's very simple to use, and it makes it very easy for the user.
So you're just looking at the data you need?
Yes, exactly that. Just the data that you need, you know, depending on what you're doing.
In a minute, we're going to tell you why the Chauvin Arnoux PEL51 is the key to a greener and richer future. Before that, if you want more information about the PEL51, click the box above or the link in the description, where you'll also find an option to purchase. So considering the PEL51's measurement, logging and communication capabilities, to whom would you recommend it?
So I'd recommend it for electricians or anyone that's in the light commercial or residential industry.
As everyone is aware, there's a drive towards more sustainable living with the aim to achieve net zero by 2050. How can the PEL51 help us achieve that greener future?
So the PEL51, helping you achieve net zero, it splits energy into 3 different types. The bit that you pay for, and myself, the kVA, which is the actual bit that the consumer pays for. It says kilowatt hours on your bill, but the kVA is the bit that you pay for. The kilowatts is the bit that you're actually doing the energy, that's actually doing the work. And then we have a kVAR, which is the reactive energy wasted in heat. So yeah, really helpful to net zero, and ultimately it can capture the data, which we call power factor. It shows you a power factor, how efficient that energy is.
And so I suppose based on that data, you can make changes to reduce your reactive power, improve your energy efficiency. And the other thing is, as you mentioned earlier, you can see if you've got capacity to add EV chargers or solar panels. Is that correct?
That's correct. So it will show you how much headroom's on a circuit. But not only that, you could put it on before to see if the site PV inverters and EV chargers have a potential of switching off if they go above the ESQCR 2002, 230 volts plus 10% or minus 6. So we've got 253 volts at the top end as far as the voltage goes. We've got 216 at the bottom end. If EV chargers, if the voltage that the DNO is supplying to yourself and me is exceeding or going under that voltage parameter, then what happens is the PV inverter can switch off. EV charger can switch off. So what we can do with this is stick it on before and see, are our voltages within the ESQCR? If they aren't within the ESQCR, we can then send that data to a DNO and see if they can tap down on the transformer.
So a PEL51 isn't a small investment. It's not as expensive as some other models out there, but it's still not cheap. So why should an electrician invest in a PEL51? How is it going to benefit them?
If you're an electrician and you want to stand out from the rest, investing in a PEL51 ultimately will help you achieve that. You know, when you can instantly click a button and print reports out for a client and charge for that service, you get your return on your investment very quickly.
And then it remains profitable into the future, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's a chargeable service. That's the bottom line of it. Moving forward, you can charge for a service, you can click a button, print a report that shows exactly what the kVA is, and you can also put kilowatt hours, what the customer's bill is. You can put a kilowatt hour into our software and it will then show you exactly how much the cost is over a period of time. So you can compare it against your meters.
Yeah, so it'll save the customer money and it will make you money.
Exactly. That's the bottom line of it. As an electrician, we all want to make money at the end of the day. Being an electrician, to do that, buying one of these units will help you achieve that.
Practically speaking, what is the PEL51 supplied with?
So the PEL51, it comes with this figure of 8 adapter here that allows you to put a figure of 8 mains lead,
Yeah.
as we can see here, that you can plug into the top into a socket outlet. It comes with 4mm banana leads, crocodile clips, and really handy Rogowski coil CT.
Is there anything else you think we should know about the PEL51?
I think we've covered pretty much every area with the PEL51. It's a really easy unit to use, and I advocate for anyone purchasing one of these units because it can help your business moving forward.
Yes, and if you were to sum up the PEL51 in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words: affordable, effective, and I'm going to put 2 here, which is a bit of a cop-out: ability to save money.
Thank you, Elliot. That was interesting. I hope we've shown you exactly why the Chauvin Arnoux PEL51 Power and Energy Logger is the one essential tool you need for a greener and richer future. Let us know in the comments. If you want more information, or maybe you'd like to purchase a PEL51, then visit our website, tester.co.uk. If you want more Chauvin Arnoux, do check out our previous episodes with them and subscribe so all future videos will come straight to you without you having to do a single thing. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, as it helps us reach more future-focused viewers like you. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.